Hey y'all, welcome back to Growing with Ray. In today's video, we are going to be doing a plethora of things, you guys. I thought might as well bring you all along because I have not really been in the garden as much as I could be. But let's go ahead and get into this video. First thing first, you guys, on the agenda, we're going to talk about all the plants that I went to go buy at some local nurseries, you guys. Secondly, we're then going to be planting some things. And then lastly, we're going to harvest some things because it's time for me to start turning some beds and making room for the last of our spring things. And I'm only okay with doing that because I know for a fact I'm going to be starting some more spring seedlings in like the next few weeks, so maybe the last week of June. So you guys, let's get into it. First thing first, I did buy 2 more blueberry plants, you guys. This is the Sweetheart variety, and so they did produce us some berries, and so we did go ahead and eat those. And I was told that it's best not to transplant these when they have blooms or fruit on them so they don't go through an unnecessary shock. So majority of them are gone. Any that are left, I will go ahead and pluck off so that we can get those planted somewhere. Now, I haven't planted the blueberries just yet because I haven't decided if I want to go ahead and put them in a bed or not. And the more I think about it, I think it's going to go in those yellow beds back there because that's something we're going to be harvesting, which is the kale. But let's talk about the things that I did go ahead and purchase. So you all know this year I did not start really, only a few Roma tomatoes, which is the Supremo variety from Botanical Interest. I believe they are a determinate variety, but they may not be because I know the San Marzanos are not. They're indeterminate. So I got some Romas, you guys. I actually got a few of those, and it's just the variety of Roma itself. Then at this nursery, so this flat was $10, so I filled it up with some things. I have some chives, I got some Swiss chard, I also have a sweet red bell, I got 6 plants of celery. I then, you guys, found a white tomato. I am so excited to grow those. I didn't even know those existed. I also got some poblanos because those did not do well. And then I did go ahead and get some yellow crookneck squashes. It looks like I got 6 plants in this 3-cell tray. Last but not least, I did also get a yellow Tabasco pepper. And so that's all that I got from this tray. Going over to this one right here, I have a burgundy okra that I started, so that's going to be going to Keisha. I got some more borage that's starting to come up, you guys. So that's going to go in that bed with the other 4 borages. Another thing is, y'all see this straw is out here, you guys. The only thing right now that still has the straw is the elderberry plants, but I will be taking that up because there is seeds in this straw. So I do not want it at all. You guys, I'm very saddened because the celosia looks like it's dead. It looks like they're dead, but we'll see. We'll put them in an area to where we don't have to worry too much about them. Still let them get regular water to see if it comes back. But I mean, the leaves are all dried out. It's just very, very sad looking, you guys. Another thing I did go ahead and get though, y'all, was some lemon thyme. Oh my goodness, let me tell y'all about that. It smells so freaking amazing. I am just so ecstatic at how good it freaking smells, you guys. I mean, it smells amazing. I thought I picked up some chocolate mint, but oh well. On that, I did start some more roselle. Now these are going to get huge. Now I do have another one out on the side of my house, you guys, that I still need to pot up as well. So all of those will find a home, hence why we are going to be emptying out some beds. This I did go ahead and pick up. It is a yellow doll watermelon. It gets 6 to 10 pounds, which I think is going to be pretty cool. One of the beds, you guys, that we're going to be emptying, which is the yellow bed that I said I was thinking about putting the blueberries in so I can empty out these totes, because I told someone that I would give them to them, just because, I mean, if they can go underground, they'll grow better, and I don't mind that for my blueberries. I want them to really thrive and take off. I mean, they look so much better than what they looked like last year when I got them as bare roots. The only 3 that I didn't get as bare roots are these 2 sweethearts, and then that Jubilee that I purchased earlier a few months ago as well. This is a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin that I started. And I know I should have another one on the porch for my friend. This one is a mystery pepper that we got from a nursery, you guys. So I was excited to get that because it's a mystery. They lost the tag. This is a pimento pepper. I was told those are supposed to be able to be used to be, oh wow, my stevia died too. That's very interesting. That's so sad to see. Well, the great thing is I actually have another stevia plant, so it's actually okay. I did also get a Mad Hatter, you guys, because I thought those was cool, very cool peppers to grow. You guys, let's see. Oh, so I did get a chocolate mint. It's right here. So I have a chocolate mint, you guys. And then we have a Flavor Burst and an early summer pepper. Now my early summer is already starting to produce more leaves towards the bottom of the stalk. And then last but not least, I did get a peppercini because for whatever reason, my pepperoncinis just did not do good. Now with me freeing up the space for my blueberries, you guys, I am going to put a mint in there. My thyme, the lemon thyme, I'm going to put in the herb bed, you guys. I'm debating on if I'm going to cut back the chamomile because it needs to be harvested again. So I probably will continue to just cut it back. And I don't know if y'all noticed or if I did it actually in the video or not, but I cut them all the way back because early in the season I had aphids all over them, and I didn't have that last year. But ever since I cut them back, I haven't had it yet. So maybe it needed that trim. I'm not sure. Another thing is, ooh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I have different, these should be pumpkins, I believe, too. Yep, that's a Valencio pumpkin. These should be pumpkins and loofah and cucumbers in that bottom corner. I got an orange watermelon, an orange glow, and then I got a Tigger melon. I did restart my seeds for my Kajari melons just because they were in the pots too long. So I restarted those. I got like a greenhouse type makeshift on my front porch right now with one of the trays and a lid. I also have some Roma tomatoes starting in there. And then I also have onions. Speaking of onions, you guys, so we have something called a Pinel Trade Station here. And each area in the city has a station or multiple stations. At those stations, I was able to give away some huckleberries as well as some seed potatoes, but I was also able to get some more onion sets. My very first year, I grew onions from onion sets, and I did not have the best success. Since these was free, I said we're going to try it and see what it does. So we're going to do that. On top of the onions that I started, those aren't exactly ready yet to go into the ground just yet because they're just germinating, which is totally fine with me. But you guys, I think that's everything that I've purchased so far. So I'm about to go get this torch lighter so we can start putting in some things on this landscape fabric, you guys. So I did change my mind about putting cucumber on the fence. I think I'm going to let it sprawl in that area down towards the end just because why not? And it'll create its own natural shade. However, if I definitely deem it not to be necessary, I'm still debating. Let's just say that I'm still debating it, but I thought, why keep debating it and not just do it? Another thing, you guys, we are going to be moving around some things because though I want to put the blueberries in that yellow raised bed, I may wait a second and put all of the last of my spring crops there. So just transplant them. That'll empty up 2 beds for me. so that I can put these other things in there for the time being, because pretty much other than the potato bed, I do need a bed to put my sweet potatoes in. So that's one of the reasons why I'm thinking about moving those down into the yellow bed. I do happen though to have a watermelon over there that I seen popped up, and I have no idea what type of watermelon it is because I didn't know I even planted it. So that's going to be another surprise. But the only other 2 beds that's going to be coming available here soon would be one, the garlic bed. And then the garlic bed is what I put my sweet potatoes in last year. So I don't want to put them there again, you guys. So come along with me. I think we're going to do the hardest things first, which is going ahead and harvesting and transplanting some things. And then from there, I can take a look as to where exactly I want to put these squashes and cucumbers, because I was thinking about just putting them in the ground over here, especially the squashes, because they don't sprawl out. They're yellow crookneck squashes, you know. All of my squashes, actually, none of them should sprawl out except for maybe the blue Herbert. But that one I want to put in an area. I may put it in that bed that I'm not really using anything in, because I want that to be a trap crop. So I want that on the opposite end of the garden. And I was told they actually prefer the blue Herbert over any of the other squashes, which is why I bought those. And I believe I got those from MI Gardener. But you guys, let's get to the next clip. Y'all, so this is the bed right here that I'm going to go ahead and harvest. I didn't tell you guys. I did end up getting some new pruners. And then I got something that looks almost like a hoary nice. I don't even know what it's called. Dig Cultivate. It's just a multi-purpose planting tool. Oop, it dropped. I'm not picking it up. But I got that from Walmart. And then I got this new pruners, because the ones I've had them since my first season gardening. They've been wonderful though. But we're going to go ahead and cut all of these kales at the base and empty out this bed, because there's onions in the back and the calendula is right on the edge of it. I don't know if the frame's showing it. There it goes. It's all at the end. So let's get this harvested. And I can tell birds have been coming in here as if this is their home, because there's all type of stuff of poop and residue left from them. Now, some people don't always leave the base of a plant in the ground. I'm doing it for this one because why not have it to sit here and be some type of fertilizer for the future plants that are going in here, especially if I think I'm going to put the blueberries in here. Now, if I do put the blueberries in here, I'm thinking I want to utilize the space now, and so I'll put it in here in the fall. But yeah, in the fall, because what I think I'm going to do is for this bed, I'm going to empty it and put the last of the spring crops here, because I have a netting that can go over my spring crops so that I don't have to worry about those cabbage loopers and everything like that being over here. So I think I'm going to do that, because it'll shade out a lot of this soil over here as well. And the goal is to not edit this video so harshly, so that y'all can really get a realistic view of what I do in the garden. I don't recommend you standing in your beds, but I'm going to stand in my bed, okay? Just so you know. Now, in a little bit, you all should be able to see this watermelon about to peer up. And then the birds coming over here. I know they come over here because I got small trees trying to grow. And if you leave them in here, they'll become a tree. So we're going to take all the kale that's available. So that's emptied. Now you can see the onions. I think I'm going to cut back these branches right here too, because last year that's what I did. I cut all of this back so that the sun's not being blocked. Ooh, I like these pruners very much. Ooh, I like them very much. I'm probably going to just let all of this compost in place. Honestly, it may not look aesthetically pleasing, but I'm debating on if I'm gonna put landscape fabric back here so that I don't have to keep cutting this grass right in this area. But we shall see. This tree looks like it has blight on it. So, ooh, those pruners snip so nicely, you guys. So nicely. Good quality pruners are so needed. And it was needed. Again, I had my pruners for 5 years and I still have them. I may use it for something that's not as needed. And I love about these is that they have a little dowel here that opens this up even wider. And that's going to come in handy for my brassicas especially, because they get so thick at the base. They get so thick, just like the tomatoes do. But yeah, we're gonna let this just mulch right here in place for now, because next week I can take this out and have the yard waste get it. But you see how I'm no longer getting in the shade because the shade is evaporating. It's going bye-bye. Now, I wish I could say, oh, I'm gonna get this cut down, but it's in between our fences. So whenever I get this fence redone, we'll make sure this gets cut down to the base so that we don't have to worry about this moving forward. But for now, we're going to continue to just prune it back. Plus, I'm sure the tree is going to be happy about this, unfortunately, because it looks like it has a lot of blight on it. Something is on it. So this will sit here for about a week until it's time to put all of our stuff out. Now, because I did just cut this, I do need to go clean these pruners because whatever was on here, I do not want to pass it on to anything. So let me go get that and I'll be right back. So I'm just going to use some Clorox wipes, y'all. And this is the bed that I'm saying. I think I want to go ahead and just put the brassicas in here to put the netting on top. I don't know if I told y'all, but excuse the weeds because y'all about to see some, okay? So just excuse them. But we're going to get those cleaned off, dry them off a little bit. I have a wasp right here, so I'm wondering what insect is over here, because a wasp in your garden is actually a good thing. Especially for the hornworms, when they're ready to come, they'll lay eggs on them. It's a certain type of wasp that'll lay eggs on them to kill them. So to some, they may be like, oh, you're cutting the early harvest. You could have let it grow more. And with that, I would say, yes, I could have, but I knew what I was doing and why I was doing this the way I was doing it. This tree has gotten a deep root, so we're going to cut it under the soil. It was some type of tree weed. But as I empty this bed out, you'll be able to see the watermelon here that I'm going to let stay. I'm not moving it. Well, I may. I don't know yet, y'all. I can't. Don't quote me. My biggest thing is making sure that all of the new things that I purchased will have a home, as well as making sure that my sweet potatoes have a bed they can grow in for the season. So these are looking a little wilty, and the watermelon's right there. These are looking a little wilty. My onions are already laying over. They may not do well for us because I'm pretty sure my dog keeps getting back here, which is why I gotta hurry up and get my compost for my tomato bed, because if I don't, I'm gonna lose more parts of my garden. So this is the kale. I feel like that's a lot of kale. Okay. So I don't know what your girl was thinking when she decided that she needed all this kale. But I started a lot of good things. And I just wanted to make sure they would have somewhere to be. So moving from this bed, oh, I got nasturtium still in here, hanging on to dear life. I guess I could go ahead and put these in the ground too. Looks like we got 3 nasturtium plants. I'm about to show y'all. There's 3 nasturtiums here. They look very stunted, as they should be though, because being in this small tray, I'm pretty sure they're stunted. So let's go down to this bed. This is the bell. This is the bed, the cauliflower, I believe that's what it was. The snowball cauliflowers in here. We're gonna move all of this down there to the yellow bed, so it can have a permanent home to stay at if the root systems ain't too big. Now, if they're too big, then I'm just gonna, nope, they're not. Okay, cool. I'm gonna stack them here. Because of the constant watering, the root balls shouldn't be too big, and they're not. Okay. So this I see is a bed that I didn't get the straw out of. But this one is also just a weedy bed in general. I don't know what used to be in here, but I'm going to shake off as much soil as possible before we move it. Because I'm debating, should I put the sweet potatoes in here? Maybe. This may be the bed I put the sweet potatoes in. And stay on the lookout, because we will be planting those sooner rather than later. I promise. Way sooner than I anticipated, and probably anybody may have anticipated. But I'm okay with that. I'd rather them be in here, because this soil, yeah, this soil is really nice. And they'll make their own covering to shade out all of these weeds. They grow so quickly, you guys. Note to self is to probably get some containers for the sweet potatoes, though I didn't mind. So this is the grass that's coming from the straw. So you can see that's the grass. We're just going to toss those out. And the onions are doing good. This is actually the bed the onions was in last year, you guys. And the reason I put this mulch down so quickly was because I wanted to make sure I didn't aid in them falling over last year. Last year, I planted the Cipollini onions from seed, and I just guess they weren't supposed to be huge. We got a mighty good harvest. I can put that video in the description box if there's something you want to watch after this video. Sorry if my mic just got loud. I just adjusted my shirt. But yeah, all of this is going to get planted down there so I can put some protection over it. Okay. I think we'll do it like that. So let's get the last of these. I'm gonna be so, I can't wait. I'm about to text my dog's groomer, because y'all, he just got a cut. I'm gonna show y'all, buddy. He just got a cut. And why dogs like this? Why are dogs like this? As soon as they get clean, or is it just my dog? Is it my dog that like to be dirty? Is it just my dog, y'all? I just need to know. Is it just my dog that likes to get dirty? Let me know in the comment section, because my dog act like he allergic to being clean. Other than his groomer, I've been the only one that I know has been able to wash him without him freaking out. And I'm pretty sure he used to freak out with her, because she gave him so much praise of how well he did just this past grooming appointment versus how he's done in the past. So I do apologize to her, but the dog is spoiled, because that's my other baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, okay, we're not here to weed. I'll do that another time. But I am here to get these plants out. They are getting pretty acclimated, but yeah, I'd rather let them get acclimated and protected, because they haven't been getting a lot of damage. Now, usually my green stock ones are the ones that get all the damage, which I'm okay with, not really. But for whatever reason, one day I'm gonna buy that insect netting for the green stalks, but it won't be today. So we have all of these now up out of this bed. Did I tell y'all not to mind the weeds? Don't mind the weeds. My grass person ain't clocked in yet to get this done. You wanna know who that is? I'm the grass person. There's just a lot of yard. That's why I think I'm about to keep landscaping it. Because it's a lot of yard. I don't wanna do it. Get somebody else to do it. I'm wondering if I can transplant those onions because I'm pretty sure they're gonna be shaded out, but I'm gonna let them grow all season in that bed, in the yellow bed. I don't know, but let's get these over there. Y'all, so I do want to have a transparent moment with y'all to let y'all know that this is not a teaching channel. This is, unless I find something that I can teach y'all that I do. This is more of a, I'm showing y'all what I do. Maybe one day it'll turn into a teaching channel, but I don't feel like it's a teaching channel, but we'll see what comes of it. But we're just going to go ahead and put these here. Y'all remind me to turn on my drip irrigation. We got a lot of rain the last few days, so I've had it off. That's why my kale was looking all droopy. But it's time to turn it back on. I am a gardener that will condense everything in a planting space, because if it wants to grow, it's gonna grow, and if it don't, it won't. Okay, and that's just what I see it as. That's what my experience has shown. Things want to grow, so if they're gonna grow, they're gonna grow, and if they don't, they won't. And I'm gonna try to give them the best possibilities moving forward. Hence why I dug these up the way I did around the root ball, so that when I put it over here, I can dig a hole for that root ball size and go ahead and let it go back to growing as if it was really never moved. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. We're almost finished. I'm not gonna put too much around this watermelon because I want it to get as much sunlight as possible right now for the time being, so that it can continue to grow. So we got a few more plants to put in, and this bed will be done. This bed will be the one that I'll go ahead and lay down the landscape, not the landscape fabric, but the insect netting on. And throughout the season, I'm pretty sure this bed will become empty, and whenever these are all done, that's when I'll put the blueberries in here, because I'm pretty sure this is where I'm going to put them, right here. Why not? Why not? So one thing I can say is these two areas where I dug out of have some really good soil, because I'm finding a lot of worms, you guys. A bunch of worms. Now, because I have so many onions growing, I'm still debating on if I'm going to go ahead and move these onions, because if not, they're probably going to get shaded out. If I'm being honest, they may go ahead and get shaded out. So I may go ahead and border another bed with these. I know I'm putting a plant here. I can put one here. One's gonna go there. Yeah, I'm gonna move the onions. Give me 1 second. Let me move these. We'll try to replant these somewhere else. This isn't ideal, but you never know unless you try it. How it'll work out, what it'll do. But guess what? It's my garden. I gotta. So it's my garden and I gotta live with it. But onion sets are started exactly like this. And then they cut off the tops, let it feel like it's going dormant, and then sell it to us. So we got a bunch of onions that we can go ahead and move. Let's finish getting this bed planted out. Yeah, y'all remind me to turn on the drip. Now we got one empty bed that we're going to put the sweet potatoes in that bed. I'm just not even going to say nothing else. We're going to put the sweet potatoes on that bed. And then we got another bed, a few more beds that we got to go through. Y'all ready? Come on. Just so I don't forget, I'm about to go ahead and turn on the drip now. This poor bed. Ooh, I don't know what I just tripped over. The irrigation. This poor bed, I'm probably just going to, I don't know, y'all. What should I do with this bed? I know I need to weed it. I know that. Y'all, I feel like I got to switch some stuff up because I just found my first squash bug and it was on the green stalk. That's so interesting. It was on that green stalk and I have no idea why. But I also see some little bug over here that's flying around my plants. I'm gonna see if it'll land so I can show y'all if y'all could tell me what it is. It's flying away, but it's over there by my elderberry now. Let's see. I don't know what this is. And with this being an organic garden, y'all, I decimate them by squishing them, stepping on them, whatever it takes, okay? So I'm excited. I got that bed empty. So I think we will put the sweet potatoes there, you guys. At the end of the week, I know the garlic's gonna come up, so I'm probably gonna put peppers there. I know my bed with my flowers in it, so it's the Canterbury bells. That's the purple flowers, and then I thought the pink and white ones were geraniums, but no, they're verbena flowers. I have the seeds of them, and it shows I had a mixed variety. And I see that more plants of those are coming up. And I know maybe within the next few weeks, my peas may die out. So I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and harvest all of those verbena dried out stems. It did rain yesterday, but I feel like it should be dang near dry enough. So I'm probably going to get like a plastic bag or something. I'm sure seeds will fall. So once whatever's planted in there is done for the season, that can go in there and grow again. But I didn't show y'all how to save seeds last year, and this is the way I do it for my flowers. A lot of the flowers, they usually just dry out, and I let them dry out on there towards the end of their whole bloom of everything, and then I just collect the seeds. So let me go get a bag, and I have to get like a plastic bag because the seeds are small. I looked in my packet and saw that they're small. I can tell they're small. I feel like this is a curculio bug. That's what it looks like. I don't know what it's laying on my plants, but it's laying something. I'm trying to kill it without killing the plant. I don't even know if I hit it, but I definitely just, yeah, I hit it. Okay. So to lose one plant per the whole insect, I'm okay with it. It's dead. So, oh well, that's what you got to do. It's either you or the insects. And I'm sorry, my food, we need it. Now, we're also, as you can see, that bed is not full of compost yet. That's the tomato bed. I did get some 8-foot T-post already though. So my compost guy is supposed to come today or tomorrow, so I can get that in and get the tomatoes in. So I really want to get everything else in beforehand. I don't want the cucumbers sprawling everywhere. So yeah, we're probably going to go ahead and get those in the ground. And you guys, what I'm going to be using is one of these torch lighters. So I got this for Walmart. It was like $3.47. It was in towards the checkout area. You'll have to look it up. It's a MK brand, a Maverick Mini torch lighter. All of my locations didn't have it. I had to go to a specific one that had it, but they got it. It has a lock mechanism on it that you unlock it, and from there you can do the torch. Of course, with that you have your settings of if you want the torch low or high, and then always keep it in a lock position when you're not using it, you guys. Safety reasons, come on now. So let me go get that little digger shovel thing, and we're gonna start putting these cucumbers in the ground. Ooh, it looks like one of them are trying to have aphids on them, because I see ants. And anytime I see ants on my plants, I know that they're trying to bring aphids, because they use them for the sweet sap that they produce. And aphids use ants to get up onto the plants to suck out the sap. But yeah, let's get that going. I think we're going to put Swiss chard in the ground too. The chives need to go over there with the herbs. So I got that in oregano and the lemon thyme. I don't think any of those sprawl like how mint does. I mean, the lemon thyme kind of does. It'll spread if you allow it to, because my regular thyme, or maybe Italian thyme, I don't know, but it's over there, and it's been over there for a good minute. That's enough chit-chatting. Let's go. So I'm no pro. Can y'all see the poppy? Ain't it so cute? But I'm no pro of growing verbena. This was my first time growing it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to reseed itself as I look around. But I'm cutting it from the base right here, and I'm throwing all of these in here, because as soon as it hits the bag, the seeds are falling. So if y'all want some verbena seeds, that's probably what I'm going to put in the Pinnacle Trade Station. Take some verbena seeds. Because these are pretty. And I'm pretty sure that's what this is right here. It should be a part of this plant. And it is. So it actually may not come back, but I'm pretty sure these seeds fell. If you can't tell, there's seeds on the inside. As soon as I drop it, they fall. They're almost as small as like onion seeds. As the plane comes over, we'll be right back, y'all. So the plane is gone. Seeds are falling. So there's definitely going to be more verbena here. But guess what? This is something I'll never have to purchase again. This was actually a really pretty flower. And I don't remember the package saying that I had to start it in the fall. But I know the Canterbury bells, those were something I had to start in the fall. And I'm very interested to see if these are going to hold the seeds or not inside of here. And it doesn't look like it may. So I don't know where the seeds come from for this plant. But I do know it could have survived the whole season, but it's hollow. Like I showed y'all. Let me show y'all a better angle. It's hollow. For those that claim that roly-polies don't eat stuff, that's what ate this. Roly-polies ate that hollow. And it still persevered. And y'all saw the blooms in the last video. They were beautiful. Extremely beautiful. Another thing I'm going to harvest are these peas. I don't know how big they're supposed to get. I don't even remember if these are snow peas or snap peas. Don't quote me. There's a bumblebee over here. Let me back up so it'll be comfortable. going to its flowers. Here's a whole bag of verbena, and if you see, there's all the seeds down there. So you can always shake this, and they'll continue to run out. Like, now we got a whole corner. You see how just a little shake I did? That's why I was so meticulous. With how I took them off, because there's a lot of seeds in here. I'll never have to buy this again. Now I think I am going to go ahead and cut this plant back though too. I don't really want to get rid of this Canterbury bell, but I think I'm going to get rid of that too, you guys. That was the only flowers I had that was thriving right now. Oh, good thing is they've already produced seed that's fallen. I got more coming up, so goodbye to this one. Hello to the new one coming. This is going to go in the compost. But I have a new plant here, a new one here, a new one here, one here. So this is the second plant. So the first one's done, and then I actually got some more here from this plant, so that'll be fine. These roly-polies have been having a ball trying to eat them. It's so sad. So sad. Here's a roly-poly right here. We're not gonna hurt them. I just picked them up enough with a little bit of string. But yeah. So we're gonna move this over. And right here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a roselle here. And then even on this side, I think I may put another roselle here. That's a sweet pea plant or a pea plant, I don't know. Y'all, I'm gonna have to look back at the video to see which ones I said I planted, because I don't remember. I just knew it was food. I would eat it. And that was that. So that was good enough for me. So that's now done. Y'all, so I did go ahead and add 2 roselles. I think this may be a burgundy okra because that's what the label said, but it looks like my roselle. Oh, we shall see, you guys. We shall see. I got 2 romas growing out of the soil here. So we're going to put them back right here. And I'm going to put one last roselle right here. And then, you guys, let's harvest these peas. I did go ahead and put some kale in some water. So we're going to harvest these, the ones that feel plump, because I feel like I may have harvested them too early last time. I know I'm going to put some more borage in that whole container over there with the borage. These will be out soon, which is why I'm putting that roselle over here, because that roselle is going to take all summer to grow. But these peas are doing good. And since it's like a DIY trellis, all I'm going to have to do is literally just wrap it up and bring it back out for next year. I feel like if these was ready, they would come off easier, but I don't know. I'm not actually saving them for peas. That's what the plan was, but I'm gonna just saute these up like I've been doing and enjoy them like that. I'm gonna be shook if that's a burgundy okra, but I already have another one that germinated, so yeah, that's definitely going to Keisha. And I think that's all that needs to be harvested over here, you guys. So now it's about time to go ahead and get ready to do this in-ground work. I'm gonna put the borage over there, and then yeah, we're gonna be working on this side over here. Y'all, I want to go ahead and apologize in advance if this video seems like it's all over the place. It's because, y'all, this is how my mindset is. So we got that bed full of roselle. I ended up putting 3 more plants over there in the area where the peas are at, because I know I'm going to pull those. You guys, in that bed that we just emptied, I'm debating on if I should put the last of my flowers there, or if I should just jam pack them in the beds that already have flowers now. Oh, this breeze feels so good, you guys. Did I tell you I got Swiss chard again? Like I knew what to do with it last year. My daughter said she wanted to try it though, so we're gonna try it and see how they go. But the green socks, I mean, they are preferably looking good. They're not looking as good as what they was looking like last year, but I am a-okay with that. I must say, and I will continue to say it, with the green stalks, it is so good to get the daggone spinner, you guys. It is so good to get the spinners. I did put some chives over there. I'm about to go get me something to drink and take a little break, and then we'll be right back out here. But before I take that break, you guys, we did go ahead and get the sweet peas, of course, right here. And then I do have the kale in a bowl of water on the other side of the garden that I need to get. But you guys, I did go ahead and get a Chardonnay, which is a white yellowish, a really pale yellow sweet bell pepper. I then did get some more purple basil. I don't know if this is dark opal, it just says purple basil. I also got a sweet 100 cherry tomato. I don't know if this will be like the super sweet or if there's a difference or not. I then did get a red Tabasco hot. I'm going to try to fit some areas over here for these. I know if they're not planted tonight, I'll water them. I did get some of this basil that I'm going to put over there. And this is called the boxwood basil. It's supposed to grow almost like a bush. It's really pretty to me. I did get some giant maconis as well. I'm so excited to see that a lot of our nurseries are getting more varieties of things, you guys. I did get some Greek oregano as well. This is my other stevia that I ended up getting. I didn't even know that last one didn't make it, but oh well, now we know. So I'm going to look at the growth habit of this to see if I can bush it out by cutting it back, because if so, that'll be great. I got flea beetles on here. Them are the same things that'll the wind is getting strong, but those are the same flea beetles that'll attack your eggplants. It also was attacked in my huckleberries. And what's so interesting is I think I gave away too many, because I don't think I have any. It's all right. I got the seeds. I got a yellow bell as well. I did get another pimento. I have some dragon cayennes, so these will be, they look like they should be bigger than my slim cayennes. And then I got an orange bell that already has peppers forming on it. And y'all know me, we taking them off. These peppers can't grow until they are in the ground, because I don't want it going through any type of shock. And I'm just putting it back in the state of growing, not producing. Because I can tell some of these plants were stressed at the nursery, and I just want them to be as happy as possible. Now I can also tell that this pepper was topped, because that or the top was bent and fell off, just because I have 2 lateral branches coming out right here in this area, really 3 of them. So I can tell it was topped. I don't usually top my peppers. I did them one year, but it doesn't really make a difference of a bushy plant or not. They'll still get bushy as long as you keep them in the growing pattern as long as possible. But yeah, let me take a break, about a 30-minute break, and we will be right back. All right, y'all, it's time to go ahead and get this stuff planted. So I'm gonna create my holes. This is a Space Master cucumber. And if I'm being honest, it's not ideal to be planting this right now while the sun's still out, but let's get these done. And in here, we got 2 more cucumbers over here that we're gonna put in these spaces. One's gonna be here. The other one's gonna be there. They needed some water, so I gave them some water. So now they're out of the sun for the time being. And it's looking dry too. So it'll get some water. I'll water these in a second. These are the yellow crooknecks. Now my water hose doesn't reach all the way down here, so I'll be using my watering jug. Hey y'all, as you can see, I did go ahead and get everything in the ground. The camera battery died, but I just want to say, don't be like me, y'all. When y'all harvest something, take it straight in the house, okay? Because your girl sat here and harvested this kale, and when I went in for a break, I completely forgot about this. I forgot about the verbena seeds, and that poor bag became a greenhouse, and these started wilting. The best thing to do, especially if you're going to harvest them and it's been hot, is to run them under some cold water, which I did, and then, of course, I had them in a bowl of water, but it's still just too hot outside, especially with them not getting water last night. I mean, even the stuff we transplanted is looking very sad. I know that's gonna perk up tomorrow, but this is, I'm about to separate into 2 bunches and put them into 2 compost things. And then I also need to start remembering to collect some stuff to give to my neighbor's chickens. But y'all, I want to figure out what I'm about to put in this bed, because I honestly think, I don't know, something gonna have to give. By the end of the week, we'll do the sweet potatoes. I just keep thinking about those. But we're gonna go ahead, do these flowers that I need to go ahead and put in the ground. I am just gonna bunch them in with the rest of the flowers and may the best ones grow and win. And I'm just thinking this carrot bed's gonna be empty soon. This garlic bed's gonna be empty. The onions are gonna be empty, and the potatoes are gonna be empty. And eventually the cauliflower. Not the one, the yellow one, but the one up here. It may be broccoli. That bed will be empty soon. But you see, we have more lavender to harvest and chamomile. But first, let me drop this stuff off in these containers. I think I'm gonna do one at a time, actually. Instead of trying to evenly disperse them, I think I'm just gonna start filling this one up. And once this one is filled, then we'll do the other one. All right, y'all, this is gonna be the last bed that I do for today. I am gonna go ahead and put peppers in here. The drip comes on around the time we get ready for church. I don't know how many peppers are gonna fit in here, but I'm gonna put as many as possible. Like I did in that bed beside me where the onions are in last year. I'm just gonna put as many in here as possible. And yeah, that's the Chardonnay. I think I said canary the first time. So I like this little spade-like thing for, oh, look at these. Some of these look so bad. I like it for like my natural soil, but I'm not liking it for digging holes in the regular garden beds. So give me a second. Now, another thing I did go ahead and go do, y'all, I did go ahead and use my garden hoe to clean out that bed over there that I was asking y'all what I should do with it. I think for the time being, I am going to put that straw on there, and then we'll go from there at a later point, maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet, because I don't know what I want to put there. All of these are sweet peppers, and I'm thinking that I should be able to do the celery like I did last year and put these in between my peppers. So that's the plan. Now, all of these peppers are actually different peppers. Maybe I should have tried to find some peppers that would be green. And I'm sorry, it's loud. It's really loud. People are outside, but it's been a pretty day. Somebody's dog won't hush. So I'm assuming somebody's in the backyard. I'm not exactly sure. But we're going to get these planted. And all of these have a tag, so that mystery pepper that won't have a tag will be the mystery of whatever it is. I just hope it's not spicy, because I don't want my spicy peppers together. So these are all sweet peppers over here. I think I'm going to take this tray out of here so I can see where I'm going to place everything. But yeah, I'm about to bunch all these peppers in here. Give it a good drink before the drip comes on. And then we'll be good to go. To be like, woo woo. What else to plant? You know? I'm still debating on if I'm going to actually pull that bed of those other brassicas. Tomorrow I got to build the little thing for the brassicas over there that we moved on video today. I don't mind showing y'all, but it's literally going to be my T-post. And then, yeah, I can see this needs more compost in it because I've reached the native soil that they put in here. So if you've been to my channel a while, then you know that this bed, actually any of the standing beds that was here before I added the beds that I told y'all I added, which is the birdie beds, they all had native soil in it. And the native soil came from when they dug and created the pond. It was the worst thing they could have ever did. I mean, the pond's cool and all, but still, that's still the worst thing they could have ever did. Though our soil is very rich, it's also very compacted. But because of it being so rich, it holds on to all the nutrients it's needed. And I mean, a lot of these weeds grow in it totally fine, you know? So we're going to put that one bed to use. I don't follow spacing if you haven't noticed. I like to get the most out of my space. Everything's going to grow because everything's going to get fertilizer. And you don't see me fertilizing it today because I'm tired. I'm not going to fertilize it today. I'm not. I'm just going to make sure it gets enough water to make it through the night. I'll fertilize it tomorrow. Definitely didn't choose the best time to transplant the peppers. But again, like I said, oh well. I mean the onions. The onions. I did it right at the beginning of the heat of the day. I wasn't thinking. But, oh well. See, and I can't dig too far deep down because then I hit the native soil and it's just so rough. But with that being said, you guys, we got all of that stuff done. This is usually what I'm doing in the garden. I'm usually out here 4 to 5 hours getting stuff done just to try to make a quick video for y'all. Gardening is work. That was a loss. Gardening is work, but it has a lot of fun pleasures to it as well. That potato bed, I'm planning to just turn that and turn it right back into another potato bed, you guys. But if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.